Morning, welcome back to a video sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for building your very own website, taking your business ventures to the next level. Before we start, I need to tell you a harsh truth. I know you want to be an independent Sigma. We need to face reality. You needed help since yesterday. Look at those dirty drink glasses in your room. Every time we cross over into a new year, we all have the same collective thought. New year, new me. I can finally be the best version of myself, leading you down the rabbit hole of self-help, self-care, and self-improvement content. You've definitely seen it before. According to social media, this type of making your life better content looks like beautifully brewed bath bomb water, flower petals cascading from the ceiling, $100 scented candles, and charcuterie boards 4 inches away from falling into the tub. Eating anything in the bathroom makes me think of all the unintentional skin flakes landing on top of your food. There's also waking up at the crack of dawn, meditating yourself into a flow state of I am better than everyone I talk to, then proceeds to let out a blood-curdling scream before jumping into metal tins full of ice water, which results in you earning $500K a year? Notice the difference? If you are a blue baby that slept in a metal crate with motor engines running for white noise, you get self-help for men. If you are a pink baby who is roommates with Barbie in her dream house, you get self-care for women. The duality is fascinating. Back in the day, sharing knowledge wasn't as transactional as it is now. Once we realized we could monetize every word that comes out of our mouth, we saw the rise of lifestyle, beauty, and entrepreneurial influencers teaching you how to become just as successful in an eerie 1984 brainwashing type of way. And that, my friends, is a callback to my last video. That book really messed me up. As a general rule, don't fully trust someone's online persona. You don't know these people behind the screen. Sure, they could be harmless and genuinely want to help people, or they could be forming a parasocial relationship with their audience with free aspirational content. And when the time is right, bam! $5,000 life coaching course that'll change your crappy life.
My team, if they're looking on social media, it means I'm not giving them something that they need and they're looking for it somewhere else.
Alongside $5,000 worth of affiliate-linked beauty products. Could it be both of these things with morally gray in-between areas along a big spectrum? Never! On the internet, there's no such nuance. In a perfect scenario, the goal with self-help is to use it as a starting point, so eventually you can accomplish things on your own. Like how Squarespace makes doing it yourself easier than ever. Their design intelligence feature is 2 decades worth of industry experience and technology put into tools that help you build the best website you can imagine. Gone are the days of spending hours learning how to code an entire web page into existence. All you need to do is find a template that matches what you're looking for, then customize it to your heart's content. Drag and drop images, pick the layouts and colors you want. That's what I did when I built my dog as online resume for future acting modeling gigs. And if you're creatively stuck, they have tools that'll turn the information about your business into a professional looking website. One of the first things I noticed when shopping online, does this brand have a nice looking website, along with how easy it is to make purchases? Squarespace gives customers plenty of options when paying. Klarna, Apple Pay, Afterpay, and more. It's also easy for you, since managing payments and content on all your connected socials are all in one place. Head on over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Edvasian to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So why is self-help such a booming business in the first place? Well, according to Dr. Google, people enjoy watching self-improvement content because it provides a sense of motivation, a feeling of potential for personal growth, and can sometimes offer a quick dopamine boost by feeling productive, even if they haven't implemented significant changes yet. It's kind of like getting satisfaction by watching live streamers play games you want to play, which reminds me, kind of want to start doing that again. These personal development industries also have a huge chokehold on the market, with profits in the billions every single year. All this tells me is that humans, we dumb, tricking ourselves with tiny hits of dopamine by completing goals, except nothing's actually been done. We sat on the couch, book in hand, edging our brains with fake accomplishments. Ew, nasty. Hey Siri, was that the correct use of the verb edging? I'm trying to expand my vocabulary. Consuming self-improvement content can make your life better. if you put it into practice. I don't know, man. Seems like we only like shortcuts in this instant gratification age. Why put in countless hours of work when you can watch 20 beautifying secrets and 20 productivity hacks and feel like it's working? The bulk of self-help is putting things into action. It's really only like 10% learning and 90% hard work that sucks. The culture has shifted where instead of taking in information and working on ourselves quietly, we're making "watch me get good" our entire personality. It also feels like an exclusive club when you take part in these communities. You guys come here often? Where everyone does cold plunges at a diabolical 3 a.m. after taking off their Effie Trinket Hunger Games cosplay. Oh, who's that? Just my friend Sandra Bullock from the hit movie Bird Box. We couldn't help but notice there's two types of self-help content on the internet. While there's some overlap, there's a big difference on how it's marketed on social media. The women's content is more focused on self-care, love, where everything looks perfect with the feeling of mid-20s maiden laughing alone with salad. Yes, queen, treat yourself with the daily 20 Erewhon smoothie and youngifying laser mask. While the men's content is focused on self-help in a tough love sort of way. Roll around in this mud until you're making $100K a month.
Feet. Back.
Morning routines. Gone are the simpler times of the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. With a touch of uncomfortable tension between two siblings. Having a chill day where you laze around doing the bare minimum, those don't exist anymore. It's all about min-maxing your hours, being as productive as possible without even breaking a sweat. Your routine does depend on if you're the brother or the sister. Before they could even start staring into each other's eyes, the sister woke up in her beautifully furnished condo at 6 a.m. in a perfect state of looking freshly showered with a full face of clean makeup on. Wait a second, how'd she do that? Start to think that Simpsons makeup gun actually exists.
And now you're ready for a night on the town.
The morning routines of these aspirational influencers usually consist of making their daily iced matcha or some kind of coffee drink, getting expensive groceries, going to the gym, working a job with a vague description you don't actually know what they do, and then finishing off the day with a 20-step beauty routine. There's a big focus on aesthetics, looking super polished, and spending money, or at least looking like you live a middle upper class lifestyle. Hey, I don't doubt rich people actually live like this, but just remember, this is a social media simulation. No one's perfectly productive 24/7. Plus, you don't get to witness the awkward setting up the camera, the 1 hour of hair and makeup, going to the gym for a quick selfie, and then heading home. Don't want to break the illusion with yucky workout sweat. Who knows though, it could be a "damn, you live like this" situation. The brother, on the other hand, oh brother, he also wakes up at the crack of 4 a.m. with a comforting blast of cold water shower. The best way to clear all those useless thoughts in your head. Simple things like watching 5 hours of Netflix, gaming, yummy trans fat foods, hanging out with your friends for fun? Distractions. Self-care doesn't exist in an alpha's mindset. Happy things that make you feel joy, waste of time. You think life's a game. The only thing you gotta think about is money and family. Think about your mother. You also can't have an average looking body type. Hey, only shredded 5% body fat allowed. Didn't you read the sign? Scrawny, broke, beta males are gonna get eaten alive in the hustle culture rat race. Don't we live in a civilized society though? This ain't no Mad Max universe. Okay, getting rid of distractions if you want to advance in your career is reasonable, but where are the fun things at? In just a few months, we're gonna look like that Krusty Krab employee.
Look at you, so young and happy. Where do the years go?
All of the self-improvement content, no matter what gender it's for, is supposed to motivate you afterwards. I've noticed there's a big emphasis on outer appearances, in 2 different flavors. The girls are like, hee hee, while the boys are more like, row, 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 row. When the Folger sister decided she was gonna treat herself to a better lifestyle, that basically meant turning up the self-care dial from 20 to 20,000. Why do a variety of brain-healthy activities when we can fixate on one? The best way to live your best life is to have 55 shampoos, 55 anti-aging serums, 55 beauty tools, and 55 laser beams pointing at your face. There's less focus on reading, taking up a new hobby, learning a new skill, and more on the physical aspect of self-improvement. Because on the internet, attractiveness equals success, pushing the idea that looking good is the main reason why your life is great. It's like an overconsumption competition of who has the most steps in their beauty routine. Self-care? More like spend care. The morning shed was an infamous beauty trend in 2024, where women would start their mornings by removing all the gadgets, patches, and potions they slathered on the night before, revealing a more youthful face. Mouth tape, retinol, eye mask, silk bonnet, hair rollers, club, REM cycle, another club. The idea is, go to bed looking like you fell into a Temu garbage can and wake up looking better than before. Really taking advantage of the 8 hours of lying down at night doing nothing. I'm impressed people can actually sleep with all this junk on their face.
I fear I might be spending too much time on this app. First it was the mouth tape, put in with the overnight blow dry. These are new, these little eye masks. And this jaw strap.
As a super light sleeper, this looks like torture. I wake up gasping for breath if even a single strand of hair brushes against my face. There were mixed reactions with this trend. Some didn't like the fact it was promoting overconsumption and unrealistic expectations, causing a bunch of Temu items to end up in the trash. Some people swore by this method, since the only time they had to dedicate to their appearance was during their sleep. But no matter which side you're on, it wasn't surprising to see 1 to 15 affiliate links for all the products shown. Every one of these morning shed faces was a walking QVC segment. Moving on to caring for the boys. The Sigma mentality is often mentioned. Stop following the herd. You're the only one that matters. We got motivational pep talks, edgy text over moody anime scenes, and stewing in your own thoughts to change your mindset. It's a lot less fluff compared to the pretty approachable ice matcha aesthetics of girl self-care. Boy self-improvement also does focus a lot on looks, where the main goal is to obtain the Giga Chad aesthetic, looking as high tea as possible. Think 6 feet tall shredded CEO from a manhwa who's about to do something really nasty to the main character. The Looksmaxxing community is the place to go if you're a guy wanting to better your appearance. This was all the rage a few years ago, based on a public rating system where other guys will rate your looks against a set of masculine facial traits. They will look at the canthal tilt of your eyes, the recession angle of your chin, if you have Neanderthal forehead, soft jaw, incel nose, delicate neck. It's very debatable on how helpful this community has been. You know, like, where exactly is this panel of judges getting their qualifications to rate others' physical attractiveness? Oh, the University of Reddit, of course. I've made a video on Looksmaxxing before, talking about the bad and the good, which resulted in this unexpected gift for me. This is actually one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Someone called me a 6 in the comments, and I started kicking my feet and giggling. While there are success stories of guys improving their looks and people generally helping each other out, there's the nasty side, with comments consisting of, "It's over for you, bro. Should've gotten that rhinoplasty when you were 3 years old." There's no room to look average or stray from these measurements of attractiveness. Not to mention the issue with social media bodies looking unnaturally fit. Like, maybe they had a boost of something performance enhancing in their protein shake. We got life coaches selling the idea, you can look exactly like me. Lock in and buy my gym course. And casually doesn't mention they went from this to this in the span of 2 months. The standards are whack. People considered Jason Momoa as having a dad bod. Pretty sure this guy can pick up his house with his bare hands and walk it to the next block if he wanted to move. We've seen Hollywood actors go from healthy, attainable, fit bodies to every lead actor having abs you'd only see on a fictional comic book character. Well, think I've seen enough to know the differences now. Fascinating how the same type of content is so similar, yet so different in their approaches. For the girls, it's all about good vibes only. Consumerism, having nice pretty things, and placing aesthetics above all else. Bordering on the line of unauthentic positivity, manufactured in a lab. Could be one of the reasons why influencers like Emily Mariko got so famous for her cooking videos where she doesn't talk. When you make an Emily Mariko salmon bowl recipe, you are one step closer to living her chic lifestyle. And when you buy her $100 tote bag, that's your ticket to the cool successful kids table. Or you just made the first salmon bowl recipe you saw. For the boys, it's a more strict, no-nonsense type of approach. Instead of using material goods to improve your life, the end goal is selling you some kind of premium course, something like an alpha bootcamp, promising results of making you a better man. Only in the physical sense, where you get super toned by spending your days crawling in mud. Mentally, not so much.
Here's five. Here's five. Here's five. Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Are you touching me? Get the off me. Get the off of me. I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. Oh, get in the fucking tub. Get in the tub. Every one of you.
People say AirPods are wrecking our hearing. I beg to differ. Well, Sandra Bullock, I hope this helps you tell the difference between boy and girl. Queen, treat yourself with compassion. You is smart, you is kind, you is important, and $500 worth of candles will fix everything. Hey, you're gonna carry this bag of cement on your back, roll this giant tire up the cliff, and jump into the ocean. At the end of the day, doesn't matter if you're a blue gender reveal cake or a pink one. We're all just one more self-improvement video away from being recruited into a cult. Just kidding. Unless, if these types of videos work for you, then great. Just don't fall into the trap of watching 20 change your mindset videos and doing nothing with it. Imagine seeing Lil Bro just sitting there, hallucinating about his successes. That's kind of scary, man. After being on the internet for decades, I've realized if you talk with the confidence of Chris Pratt being cast in every single voice acting role, you can sell anything. If my child self watched this literal child speak to me about hustle culture 20 years ago, maybe I'd be $1 million richer. Might not be crazy rich, but I am rich, and you giving this video a like if you enjoyed it lets me know I made a good one this time. Have a good day, try not to be dumb, and see you in the next one.